Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we're gonna do a full breakdown. First, a look at the new upcoming Disney Villains collector dolls coming this year. So stay tuned, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype this video cuties, consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, no pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. But for now, let's get into it. That's right, we have a first look at the new Disney Villains collector dolls by Mattel here. There's 4 in this first wave, and they're going to be released this year. I believe maybe, beginning of summer, perhaps even. They're priced around $45 and they should be available at all your major retailers. These are not exclusive by any means. These will be mass produced, mass available. So this is very good, and as we'll see, this is like really solid quality. Like, I'm kind of impressed by what Mattel's been doing with Disney Princess and now Disney Villains. Like, if they can keep this up and not, like squander the quality or like hike the prices even higher, I feel like this could be a very good run. But yes, so, like I mentioned, there's 4 characters in this first wave, hopefully first of many waves. We'll talk more about future waves at the end. But this wave includes, as you can see, Ursula, Maleficent, Cruella, and the Evil Queen in high detailed versions of their most iconic signature looks here. Now, let's start off with Maleficent, as we actually have the least amount of pictures for her specifically, with just 3, unlike with the other characters who we have like at least 5, I think, photos for. But yes, she looks amazing. Obviously, the packaging you can see here is unique for every character. There's a bit of like portraits, like shots from the movie for each of the characters in the corners, and then we have them in the center. It's just very fun looking, and the fonts for all of the characters' names also is very cool, as it's all unique and individual. So I'm really loving the packaging here, the theming, the branding. It's just all on point. And then Maleficent herself, this is the second Maleficent Mattel modern day collector doll we've received. So the first one was exclusive to the 2-pack with Sleeping Beauty, and then we also had like a 150 Mattel Creations exclusive Maleficent doll, but she was like much more, again, expensive, and she had the wings and like the huge dress. So I think the most comparable version of a Maleficent doll here would be the one from the 2-pack, and I do think they look similar, but the 2-pack version has eyelashes, this one does not. I think they are going to be a bit different, so I'm very curious to see what they look like compared in real life. But even so, I do think this new collector Maleficent, she's very good. The pricing is, I think, the most attainable version, right? Because the other one is a 2-pack, and the first one was like 150, and I think she sold out at Mattel Creations. So this is going to be a very good doll to have. She has the details on her, like, I don't even know what to call it, the dress, the cape. It's like just a humongous piece. The cloak, it's like this crocodile pattern looking texture. I don't know if it's going to peel over time, but it looks amazing. We have like the cuts on the dress, the different colors, her face. I do think some lashes would have really helped her specifically, but yeah, she looks amazing. I have to say, she has her staff as well. She looks menacing, and I love the patterns. I love the colors. She's really, I think she came out really good. I'm just, I guess, worried about, again, her dress peeling over time, but for now, I guess she looks great, and that's what counts. That's what matters. Okay, next up we have Cruella. This is her second like collector level doll, but her third doll overall, as she's also included in a 3-pack with Yzma, and I wish they would have also done Yzma in this wave, because we desperately need more Yzma dolls. But anyway, Cruella, she kind of looks simple here, especially compared to the other dolls we'll get to. I do think she's still really nice, but definitely like not as like detailed, or perhaps, like her outfit is just a dress, and then she has the fur coat. Well, not even a coat, it's just like a fur boa or something. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's not a coat. But I wish if she had her coat, that would have been better, I think. Yeah, maybe like give her a full coat, or maybe a somewhat of a coat would have been nicer than just just another fur boa that just kind of wraps around her shoulders, even though it does look nice and very thick and very long. So, still, I would have preferred a coat, because the Playline doll from the 3-pack with Yzma also has like a fur boa, and the Collector Mattel Creations doll of Cruella, Darkness Descends. That version of her, she also is wearing kind of like a vest coat, not really like a full-on jacket. So I think it's about time they would have done her jacket, coat properly, but nope, just a fur boa again. Anyway, the dress looks nice, very similar cut to the 3-pack version of her. But it has a nice pattern here, which looks nice. The shoes are, I think, the same mold that they used for the 3-pack version as well. Her gloves are not painted on. They're real fabric gloves, which looks nice. She even has like a little emerald green ring on one of the gloves, which I'm curious how they attached that, because I doubt the ring is actually like functional as a ring. It's probably just like a gem sewn onto the glove to make it look like a ring that she's wearing over her gloves. Like in the movie. Then her earrings match her ring, which is nice. Her hair is a signature look for Cruella. I think for her also like some lashes would have been beneficial. And she has a purse, which is nice, but it's plastic. And that's basically it. She is, like I mentioned, very simple. The dress, the fur boa, gloves. That's it. But at least they do have articulation here at the elbows and wrists. I'm not sure if these dolls have knee articulation. I don't think so, but it would be lovely if they did. But yeah, they do have stands, by the way, which the Disney princess versions, the sparkling princess dolls, do not have stands. So at least these villains dolls have stands. That's definitely like a plus point in my book. But Cruella is really fun. I think she's really cute. Just maybe like a fur jacket would have been nicer, I think, in my opinion. Next up we have Ursula, and this is her second ever Disney Mattel doll here. The first one was part of the Darkness Descends line, which is still available actually at Mattel Creations, and she's actually part of a sale, so you could get her for cheaper, I think, which would be really nice. The Mattel Creations version of this doll is basically just has more deluxe tentacles. The tentacles have wires in them as well. She has lashes, so I do think that version is definitely more detailed than this one, but this one is still really nice as well. Her tentacles are plush once again, so the lower half of her body is a plush texture. The upper half is, where there's articulation and where, she's basically the doll portion of her body. So, interesting. The live action Ursula doll had the plastic tentacles that were kind of articulated, but also not really. And I get why they keep making Ursula into like a half plush doll. But I feel like they need to figure out a better way to do it than just have the complete lower half be just plush, because it just, to me, it makes it feel like she's less of a doll, and more of like a stuffed animal hybrid. But I think as long as she has wires in her tentacles, that would be really helpful. If she doesn't, and I have a feeling she does not have wires here in this version of Ursula, because again, it just looks like, just by the way that they are posed in the photos, it doesn't look like the tentacles are wire. They're not posable in that way. But it would be nice if they were. She does have a stand where she can sit on, so that's nice. And she has painted nails, which is like, what? That's really amazing to see. She has a really nice face grading, the makeup, the hair. I think all of that is done really well. I think the eyelashes would have been, once again, beneficial to have them rooted for this version, as with the Darkness Descends version of Ursula. She has the lashes rooted, and that really does kind of complete the face for me. Anyway, this is a good Ursula doll. She's good in her own right. Something about her tentacles, the plush, I wish they really had wires, but we'll have to wait and see if they have wires or not. Because if they don't, it just makes her less posable, and again, gives her more of like a plush hybrid feel in my opinion. But how do you feel about these Ursula dolls? Would you prefer them to be this way, like hybrid plush doll, or full-on plastic molded tentacles that are therefore also a bit more articulated? I do think it's interesting. Like, what would you prefer? And lastly, we have the Evil Queen, and I have to say she's probably the best one out of all four. Like, you're definitely getting your money's worth if you buy this one. If you'd have to pick one out of the four, I think it's a tie between the Evil Queen and Maleficent, in my opinion. I think Cruella is just a bit too simple, and Ursula also a bit too simple, and also like she's half a doll, really. So I think it's really between Maleficent and the Evil Queen when it comes to like who is the best one. The Evil Queen just has so many layers here in her dress, the cloak, the all of it. It's so detailed. And her rope belt is actual rope. Usually when they do the Evil Queen, the rope belt is plastic, not actual rope tied around her. Like, it's usually a fake out, but no, here they said it's gonna be real rope. Thank you very much. So this is amazing. It's real rope. She has the real gem on her cloak. Her little like cover up around her head is fabric. It's not sculpted on, like it's fabric, meaning that underneath she might even have like rooted hair. So I am so curious. Her crown is separate. Her collar is like lined. Her sleeves are so like long, and her shoes and just her dress has a pattern as well in her apple. And once again, she also has fingernails painted on, which, oh my gosh, I mean, I just feel like she came out so good. Her face also, I mean, amazing. So safe to say the Evil Queen did not come to play. She came and she meant business. So she looks amazing. I just hope that they do have knee joints. That would be amazing as well. But even if they don't, I do think the cloak, the dress, the collar, the crown, and the nails being painted on, and then the real rope belt. That's really, to me, that's really like the cherry on top. Like, yeah, this girl, she's really majestic. Like, she looks amazing. And it's also, again, like compared to the 3-pack version of the Evil Queen, where the rope was plastic and she was just less detailed, you can definitely see that in this version she is really giving collector. Like, this is a collector doll for sure. So it's very interesting how this year we're both getting a Disney princess and Disney villains collector line, these sparkling princesses and the villains. I mean, they're very comparable. The packaging, the designs, the quality on both of them is very similar. The pricing is actually cheaper for the princesses, and I actually was able to get Jasmine early, so she looks amazing in person, as you can see right here. I cannot wait to see the other girls in person. But I do think the pricing, again, is the biggest difference. The princesses do not have stands, unlike with the villains. They do have stands. Again, the villains are $45. The princesses are like $32 US. So they are, that's like a $10 difference, right? So I would have preferred maybe if I would have paid more, honestly, if they would have included stands for the princesses as well, to be honest. Like, that would have been amazing. But, I'm honestly not sure why they didn't give the princesses stands, but then they did give the stands to the villains dolls. So it's just kind of like a little bit weird. But overall, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm impressed by like the Evil Queen specifically, and like Maleficent. Cruella is just very simple, and then Ursula, she's like a plush hybrid doll body. So, but I think overall, like, this is just very, very good, very well done. I'm so excited to see what a potential second wave could look like. I mean, they do have Mother Gothel face sculpts, and for Yzma as well. So I do think those two characters should be a part of the second wave for sure. But who else? Maybe, Jafar or maybe Gaston would be amazing inclusions, but I'm not sure if Mattel wants to do boy dolls for the Disney villains line. I don't know if they want to take the risk, if they have to focus on just more female Disney villains, perhaps Lady Tremaine would be a good option. Who else is a female Disney villain? The Queen of Hearts? Yeah, if she's a Disney villain, she could qualify. Who else? I'm kind of blanking. I don't really remember any other female Disney villains. Again, Hades, Jafar, Gaston, but they're male dolls, so I'm not sure if they would really do that. But I do think Mother Gothel, Yzma, and then Lady Tremaine would be good options. I'm trying to think of who else is there? I don't really think there's that many Disney villains that they would actually do into doll version like this. But anyway, what do you think of this first wave and the comparison between Disney princes and Disney villains for this year? Which line do you like so far? The princesses are not really collector, but the villains dolls are collector, so it's just interesting how they've kind of chosen to give the villains the doll stands and the princesses are cheaper, no doll stands, and they're also not really collector. Either way, both the new princess and villains dolls I think came out amazing, and I cannot wait to see second waves very soon. But anyway, that does it for today's video. What do you think? I hope you all enjoyed, and let me know what you think down below. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype this video, cuties. Consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, to support that channel that way, no pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Thank you also to all my currently subscribed members. I see you and I appreciate you all so much. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time stay peachy. Kisses.